So this question is right out of our Baghouse 101 training materials, right? So what the most fundamental thing we look at to evaluate how a baghouse is operating and how it's running is the differential pressure. So you will see over time the DP gauge will go up and then it'll go down as the filter cleaning system kicks in, right? It'll go up and down. And if you're plotting it on a graph over time, you'll see this sawtooth. It'll slowly over time go up and down, but it'll trend upward. In a certain point, your filter cleaning system will no longer be able to adequately clean the bags because it's got those entrained particles that just aren't being released with the pulse air. And that's a sign that it's becoming blinded. And there's a certain point where it'll be up at a high differential pressure and the cleaning system will not be able to bring it down to your desired set point. So maybe it's up at 6 inches, your cleaning system's struggling to get it down below 5. There's a certain range and it's going to be dependent on your system and your application, but that is the metric to use, your differential pressure. When it gets to that high point, it's time to change your filters.
Yeah, good explanation. And like we said too, sadly, there's a lot of facilities where people have never even seen that, right? Because for whatever reason, their filters are always getting holes and stuff like that. So they've never even experienced that where it's at the end of their life. Some of the larger applications where they have big reverse air bag houses, they're able to plan this out months, even years in advance because they're carefully watching the differential pressure. They have it all trended, and they even monitor also the emissions coming out, and they can predict pretty accurately on those kinds of systems months and years when they're going to fail, and that's how they can schedule those change outs at a convenient time.
Can I add, Dominic, just one or two quick other things? So on that point, most of the timer boards that are, they come along with your baghouse in this day and age will have a differential pressure readout, like a digital readout. And it's important to make sure that you're getting good readings. The way those work, it's very simple. It's just 2 air tubes. But if they get blocked up or the tube cracks and you get an air leak, your differential pressure reading, which is your most fundamental baghouse safety, health measure, may be not reading correctly. So I always point out to people, number one, make sure that you're maintaining those air tubes and you're testing the DP reading, either with a separate gauge or there's a couple little tests you can do. And then one other thing, most of the timer boards out there nowadays also have an analog output. So you can run a 4 to 20 milliamp signal to your control room or wherever you want it to go. So somebody can pull up a report or log that or check it. You can signal an alarm. There's a lot of stuff you can do. Just the basic Dwyer boards that you can find, the turbo boards all have that analog output that you can send to your control room. So you can do that trending and analytics if you have the desire to do that.